First question is coming from Mark Medina with USA Today.
Hello, Terry.
Hello, Mark.
Good to see you. You obviously have known Melos for a while. Give me a second. Am I supposed to hear? I can hear me. Okay. All right, go ahead. All right, so you've known Melo for a while, obviously, but once he got here, are there things that you've gotten extra appreciation for?
Actually, I didn't know him before he came to Portland, and that was getting to know him beyond just a basketball player. You know, he's a thoughtful guy. He's a deep thinker. You know, he sees he's involved in the community. He's much more than just a basketball player, I guess is what I'm saying. Did that answer your question?
Yeah.
Okay.
Next question is coming from Dwight James with NBC Sports Northwest.
Yeah, it seemed like this was a time that your size advantage was very effective for you. I mean, you won going into the bigs most of the night, and you still, it seemed like, left a lot of points out there on second chance points. You didn't shoot particularly well from the paint, but you feel good about that game plan offensively and what you tried to do?
I feel good because we won. You know, I think you're right. We didn't shoot the ball well in the paint, didn't shoot the ball well on second chance points, but I think more than anything else, we competed. So, you know, it wasn't pretty all night, but more than anything else, we competed for 48 minutes. And I know it's cliche, but you know, we didn't have our best game, but it was our best game as far as competing for the entire game.
Next question is coming from Aaron Fentress with the Oregonian.
Hey, Coach. Slow night shooting for Dame. He didn't score until like the 4-minute mark in the second quarter, but you guys were winning. Were you cognizant that he was struggling from the field? And were you also pleased that everyone else was playing so well to help you take the lead without him performing that well from the shooting standpoint?
Well, yeah, I was aware that, you know, he wasn't making some of the shots. And, you know, a lot of the switching they did was just effective in what they do defensively. But, you know, what was typical for Dame is that he didn't let that deter him. You know, he made some big shots in the second half. He was aggressive going to the basket. You know, no matter what kind of game Dame has going, you know that he's going to keep playing the next play. And like I said, for him and for us, it wasn't necessarily our best game, but the will and desire was always there.
And also, you played Anthony for the first time in the true game so far in the bubble. What went into that decision?
Well, I just felt like a team like Houston that plays relatively small, spaces the court, that's a great offensive team that we were going to have to score. I felt like Anthony gave us a three-point dimension, was able to guard those guys, and I just felt like this was a game that he'd be good in.
The next question is coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Coach, you had another successful challenge tonight. Can you maybe explain your process in deciding when to use your challenges?
Well, a lot of times I trust the players. You know, this one and the one against Boston, both plays happened at the other end of the floor, and Dame had a better view of it than I did. And you know, the one tonight, I did think that CJ got fouled. I know that I had an extra timeout to use, even if it was unsuccessful. As a matter of fact, I lost my timeout anyway because it was a mandatory coming up. But a lot of times when it's on the other end of the floor, I really trust. Dame's been very good in seeing what he sees on the floor. And back at the beginning of the season, I told the players, you know, I got to be able to trust you. If don't say you got fouled. Don't say you didn't foul if you really fouled them. So they have a better view of it than I do, and I trust them on that.
Next question is coming from Joe Varden with The Athletic.
Hey, Terry. There's a game almost every day, pretty much every day, that has some impact on 8-9.
Really?
Are you?
Sometimes more than one game.
That's right. I'm going to all of them. How much attention are you paying to the games other than yours?
We follow them, but I think these games basically comes down to you only can worry about yourself because no matter it's going to be a race and teams are going to win games and it's so tight that you can't worry about them because you have to worry about yourself.
Next question is coming from Dwight Janes with NBC Sports Northwest.
Terry, we talked about your offense, or I did anyway, but it would be easy to miss your defense. But you guys, I think, held Westbrook and Harden combined to like 38, something like that. You've had good success with Harden, especially all season long. You changed up a lot tonight. You showed him a lot of different looks. Is that the standard plan with him? Is that what you have to do?
Well, we went into the last 3 games with the same game plan. They blew us out in game 1 during the regular season, and we switched coverages. Nate Tibbetts, our defensive coordinator, has done a great job of devising a game plan for Houston. We stuck to it, and obviously Harden is so important to what they do, and he was our primary concern. And we gave up a lot of threes. We didn't give up as many threes as they shot against Milwaukee, but we wanted to limit his effectiveness more than anything else. But the last 3 games tried to deny him as much as we could, kind of soft double team to get the ball out of his hands and play tendencies.
Final questions coming from Jason Quick with The Athletic.
Terry, Carmelo has talked about having kind of a new perspective on the league since he's joined you guys. What have you noticed as far as him kind of soaking in moments like this and just this whole season and being able to appreciate it?
Well, you look at it's hard to say, but I look at he hit some big shots against Memphis. He hit a big shot tonight, and earlier in his career, obviously the ball would have been in his hands to start with, and he has assimilated himself well into his role with this team. He gets his touches on the block and everything, but he loves the game. That's the one thing about Melo is that he loves the game. He loves the camaraderie. He loves being in the NBA. And at this stage of his career, I think he's able to savor a different part of the NBA that wasn't necessarily the same that he had early in his career.
All right. Thank you, Coach.
All right. Thank you.